On the 11th of November every year, we choose to put aside time to remember. What do we remember? We remember men and women, ordinary people just like you, like me, who decided to fight so that we wouldn't have to. We can become so familiar with the idea of war and soldiers that we become cold to it. We don't have any trouble forgetting the festival, but we do forget the feeling. This year, however, I want to challenge you to rethink remembrance.
They told me I'd never walk again and, well, no words. I love the feeling of being strong. I'm not weak, I'm a warrior. You ever been skydiving? Have you ever felt that exhilaration? The first time they bought me a recumbent bicycle and I went downhill with the wind blowing through my hair. That's exactly how it felt. That was the starting point. After that, triathlons, I swam the channel, I even got up on the dance floor. I span so fast I came out of my chair. I never stopped mourning the person I used to be, but I'm beginning to like the person I've become.
Our theme of the week has been loyalty. There's hardly a more important quality for a soldier to have. Picture yourself on the battlefield. Without loyalty to the comrades beside you you're fighting with, without loyalty to the cause that you're fighting for, a battle is easily lost. Now, you don't have to fight in a war to know just how special loyalty is. To know that someone is by your side. To know that someone is for you, no matter what happens. But do you just want to surround yourself with people who are loyal? Or are you concerned about yourself being loyal? We love loyalty, but do we want it in our lives, in our hearts, as much as we want it in the hearts of people around us? Without loyalty, what are we? If our disloyalty and our unfaithfulness makes us weak, then surely our loyalty and our faithfulness makes us strong. If we live a life without loyalty, it's hardly living. But if we live with loyalty, we do more than just live. We fly.
People were made for particular things, like a bird's made for flying with feathers and wings. But sometimes the reason is hard to be found. Like a bird with its feet on the ground. Hearts were made for breaking. Eyes were made to cry. Chance was made for taking, so don't let it pass you by. Dreams were made for chasing, like clouds across the sky. Some people were born to live, while others were born to fly. Time is always flowing, it's taking you and me. Stars are made for glowing to light the darkest night. Some people were born to live, while others were born to fly high in the open atmosphere, over the horizon and beyond. Year after year, returning there. Could it be the place where we belong? Hearts were made for breaking. Eyes were made to cry. Some people were born to live, while others were born. Others were born to fly. Born to fly. Born to fly. Born to
This week in school, you've had the opportunity to buy a poppy. Poppies have been the symbol of remembrance for over 100 years. In the aftermath of World War I, poppies became the symbol of hope. Hope for a peaceful future. A future that, in large part, we enjoy today. Now, the peace that we do enjoy today in our towns, in our city, in our country, has been won for us. Our peace is the prize that they won. But a poppy isn't just to remember the fallen, it's also to remember those who live on.
My great-grandfather moved into this building in 1858 and built the studio, and it's been in continuous use ever since. We've got in the archive old photographs taken in the First World War of servicemen who came into the studio before they went to the front, and today is really recreating those shots with modern servicemen. The camera was made in the 1890s, hasn't been used since the 1940s. There you are. Now, if you're ready, it's going to be about a second's exposure, so.
My name's Corey Matt. I served in Afghanistan from 2005 to 2013.
Originally joined the army in May 2000.
That's tremendous. That's really good. Is that?
No, just a one.
Just one, yeah.
Afghanistan. You're out there, you do what you have to do.
I've been in the Navy 29 years next month.
My name is Harmeet Singh. I'm serving in the army.
We were assisting in an op. We hit an IED. Woke up disoriented and not aware of where you were, because the last thing you remember is that you were on an op.
I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2013. I had 6 months of chemotherapy.
I had a few bullets flying over me.
We hit an IED. I was trying to stand up with my leg missing.
I was asking the nurse to take my boots off. The consultant came in and said, "Oh, sorry, Corey, you lost both your legs."
It's quite evocative seeing the images of modern servicemen in almost exactly the same position as those taken 100 years ago.
British Legion helped people after the First World War. It helped people up through the Second World War. It's still helping people now.
What do you think about it?
My word.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's a beautiful photograph, that.
It's like a journey back in time, isn't it?
It makes me feel like part of British military history. It's just a privilege to be able to be a part of something like that.
Our core value this half term is love. What is it that drives loyalty? What is it that drives the sacrifice of the soldiers we think about this time of year? It's love. No one spoke about love better than Jesus. And he also fought a battle so that we wouldn't have to. He too won a prize for us. And he said this about love in John chapter 15. Greater love has no one than this, that someone would lay down his life for his friends. That's a radical kind of loyalty. That is love on another level. Could someone love you that much? Could someone be that loyal to you? To give up their life for yours? Well, you don't have to wonder whether someone would, because someone already has. Greater love has no one than this, said Christ, than he who for his friends would lay down his life. Words to live by, words to die by. Words held close by those who cry by the graveside of those who died to save lives. Maybe you feel that those brave men and women don't have much effect on the life that you're living. Those who died in the wars, who fought hard for their cause, well, what's it to me? So your mind just ignores. But pause for a moment, because there's one victory story that revolves around you. Your death and your glory. Because as we think of those who died, their victories to win, I can't help but cast my mind to the sacrifice of him who won the victory of all victories, the greatest of all history. And in his Bible, he's saying this to me: I did this to fix your misery. Like many great stories, it starts with a problem. But it's not some dictator, some evil hobgoblin. The villain, the rebel, is you. And it's me, who turn from God's ways and live selfishly. God declared the accords, but it's war we've declared. And the damage from our end cannot be repaired. We can't sign a treaty or pay God reparations because we've completely destroyed our relations. There's no self-purifying. Despite all our trying, our crimes against God make us worthy of dying. And if the story stopped there, it would be terrifying. But God sought us harder than they did Private Ryan, because God was on a mission to fix this division and change my position so I'd be forgiven. But how would he do that? And what would it cost? He promised that his son would go to die on a cross. Like sending in the cavalry to offer all an amnesty and adopt me to his family, Christ was born into humanity. He stepped onto the battlefield, into the line of fire, to be like a battle shield and lay down on the wire, so all the judgment bound for me, instead, it lands on him. And Jesus pays in full my debt for every single sin. He didn't die before his time. This Jesus, he died right on time, paying for my sinful crimes as he exchanged his life for mine. But once again, this story diverges from the rest, because the hero died in glory, but then he conquered death. It might sound like a fairy tale, it might be unexpected, but just like history says he lived, it says too, he resurrected. The prize that he won was peace with the Lord, and my entry to heaven forever secured. I'm never forsaken and always defended by a hero who died, came to life, then ascended. Like a soldier coming home from the bloodiest war, he entered heaven's gate to an almighty roar. And now he's crowned as earth's king and holds open the door to the place where death, pain, sin and tears are no more. So on November 11th, we won't be forgetting the soldiers who battled to end all oppression. The path they were treading paved the way for our peace, so we could be free and hostility would cease. And so as the thoughts of those heroes are fresh in my mind, I'm looking to heaven, and there I will find this hero named Jesus, who fought for my life, who gave up his own as the great sacrifice, my creator and king, my shield and defender. So his story I tell, and his love I remember.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them.
Nor the years condemn, at the going down of the sun, and in the morning.
We will remember them. We will remember them.
O God of truth and justice, we hold before you those people who have died in active service.
As we honour their courage and cherish their memory, may we put our faith in your future.
For you are the source of life, peace and hope, now and forever. Amen.
We will remember them.